fans, happy homecoming week. We figured this week on the show we would look back at the glory days, but also look ahead to the sweet future we have. And to help me on today's show of Canes All Access is two of our wonderful ladies from Canes Women's Basketball. We got Shenise Mo Johnson, coach for the Canes, former Cane herself. And then we also have grad transfer Jaida Patrick. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, I'm so excited that you're on today. You literally rushed from training, so I'm excited to let you guys squeeze us in your busy schedule. We're honored to be on your calendar, not just you on the show today.
Yes, we're gearing up for the season, so we're in the gym. We're ready to go.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
I love to see it. I love to see it. Well, it is homecoming week. All right, do y'all have any homecoming week plans?
A scrimmage. It's game day on Saturday.
Yes.
We're so excited. This is actually our second scrimmage that we've had, another close scrimmage, but we're excited to get after it. Unfortunately, we won't be making homecoming, but I'm sure we'll tune in when we can. But yeah, we do have a scrimmage.
Yes, and I heard Migos is going to be here.
I know.
Or Quavo. Migos is not together anymore, but we will definitely take Quavo.
I know.
We will take Quavo.
So you're going to make it to that?
Well, I'm hoping they record it so that we can at least see
Honestly, I don't know
the performance.
Watch the playback.
I decided not to follow it too much because I don't want to be too heartbroken. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just watch the playback of the game and then
Well, I'll tell you, I have now been here. This is going on 7 years. I've been here 6 years, and this will be my first year actually doing anything homecoming related. So no pressure, no blame for not making it to the festivities.
Yeah.
But we'll get right into it today because we got lots of questions we want to go over with you ladies. But it's an exciting time, like you said. We're gearing up for basketball season. Coach Mo, we're going to go to you first because you are dubbed, this is in quotes on your bio, one of the most prolific players in Canes history. You had been a two-time AP All-American, 2011 ACC Player of the Year, and the highest drafted player in Canes history. Went on to play 8 seasons in the WNBA, and then in 2021, head coach Katie Meyer found you and brought you back to Miami. So
she
tell me.
stalked me in Israel. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We've always been connected. Me and Katie Meyer, we've always kept in touch. I talked to her. She's been my mentor since I was in 8th grade. So she's someone who I definitely consider an integral part of my life and helped build me as not only a basketball player, but also as a beautiful woman.
So how does it feel to not only now be under her lead here at Miami, but also be back at Miami, your alma mater?
Yeah, so I was really excited to be back under her leadership because I learned so much in my 4 years of being here. Now everybody's getting 5 and 6 years. I had to gather as much information as I can from her in my 4 years. And it's been an absolute pleasure. Like just the passion, the positivity, but also the fire, and she holds you accountable. At least our staff, our players, once you leave here, you're better than how you came. And I couldn't wait to be a part of that and come back and to, hopefully drop some of those jewels on the kids, young ladies now.
Thank you.
Since we have a 5th year sitting here, drop some jewels on these young ladies before they go ahead off into the real world.
Yeah. Did you ever think you would be coaching, and of course coaching back at Miami at that?
Absolutely. That was like me and Katie. So when I first came, before I even signed to come to the University of Miami. As a player. Me and my mother both. We both were here on our official visit. Oh my gosh, palm trees. Because I'm originally from New York.
Yes, New
me
York
and Jaida also have that in common. So I was amazed at just the atmosphere. But then once I had the opportunity to really talk to Katie and understand who she is as a person, I was like, oh my gosh, our spirits align. We talked about our vision, and everything just seemed to be a seamless blend. And before I signed, I was like, listen, I got dreams, I got aspirations. I'm trying to go to WNBA. I want to be, an impact person. I want to give back. There's so many things I want to do, and how I want to do that is I want to coach. And she was like, oh my gosh, I would love that. We wrote it down, and come to find out, everything that we talked about as far as ACC championship, us being, ranked in top 25 in the 4 years that I was here, just so many things have come to fruition. And it's been because of our connection, because of who she is as a person, how much respect she gets, not only on the basketball court, but who she is as a person. And I want to be just like her, just like her. So if I can follow in her footsteps, that would be a true blessing.
Man, don't we all just want to be like Katie Meyer?
I mean, who doesn't like her?
Right.
Like, she's one of everyone's
Right?
favorites.
She's
At least
great.
she's mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
So-
sure. I mean, I played volleyball here, of course. So she wasn't my coach, but I would hear her
Yeah.
speak at CWA, different events, and I
Yes.
would just every time I was like, I could run through a brick wall.
I
I
know.
fire me up. I'll run stadiums for you. I don't
Yeah.
even care.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And it's
so
it's
cool.
real too. It's real. That's what people got to understand. Like, when the lights go off and she goes home, she's texting us, like, the staff, how can we get these girls better? Like, should I have said this differently? Like, oh, do you think they'll respond to this better? Like, she's always thinking, like, how can I grow the next generation? So I love that. And I'm so glad that I get to be a part of it.
And you've been a part of it for a while now
Yeah.
as a player and now a coach too. So
Yeah.
when you get wins now as a coach, does it mean a little more to you knowing you have that pride as a player as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you can ask Jaida, like, I talk about the U pride, like what's on our chest, not what's on the back of it, but who you're playing for. And when you leave here, you want to leave it better than you found it. That's very, very important to me. I really, truly bleed this thing orange and green to the day I die. So, you know, I hope that that message is being, being
It
reciprocated
for sure
through
is. It for
the
sure
locker
is.
rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, like we just had this conversation the other day, like in her office, just us two.
Yeah.
And we just talked about like the pride of being a Hurricane and like really like trying to come up with different ways to get the girls all on the same page and just keep us growing and getting 1% better every day. So like we were just in there in her office talking about that. It's just
Couple
kinda
days
funny.
ago, huh?
A couple days ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You were studying and prepping for this interview, whether you did it or not.
No. No, but the timing was perfect.
Right.
Hey, everything happens for a reason. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
Well, we talked a little before how it's almost we got a vet here with the Canes program and a rookie, but of course you also mentioned she's a little bit of both. She's
Rookie and a
rookie
vet.
and a vet.
Rookie and a vet.
Rookie and a vet.
Because of her experience so far, but
Yeah.
she is a rookie with the Canes basketball
Yes.
program.
Yeah.
And so, Mo, looking at her, seeing her come into her first year here, what advice do you have from someone who bleeds, like you said, orange and green, someone who's been through it all? What advice do you have for her for her first year?
For Jaida, for me, it's not just about basketball. For Jaida, I think she's done what she's gonna do on the basketball court. I think it's about how she's impacting the people on her team, her voice, the language in which she's speaking to them in, and also what she can gain from our audience, right? Our network here at the University of Miami. What are you going to take away from us? How can you use the university to help propel you into your next chapter in life? That's what I would say to Jaida. But Jada's a starter. She's competitive as hell. Okay, like if there's a loose ball and there's 6 people in the gym, Jada's gonna get it. Okay, so Jada's a starter for us. And then what I would say is just to continue to improve her 3-point shooting, and then her decision making when she decides to put it on the floor. But as far as like a question of who she is or if she wants this or if she loves the game, there's none there. There's none.
How does it make you feel to hear that?
Gas me up then, Mo. No, it's been great. It's been honestly
All facts.
Yeah. No, it's been honestly great to learn from Mo. I've learned so much since I've got here. Like since I first touched down, my first workout with Mo, like she was like, ooh, that crossover needs some work, but like we fixed it. She like, yeah, she'll keep it real with you, and that's what I really appreciate the most about her too. It's just like she pushed me from day one. I can see my game growing as a guard, especially, and now I'm playing a little bit of forward too. So stay tuned for that.
She can do it all.
Yeah, but I've been working and I learned a lot from her. And you mentioned that she had all these accolades and stuff like that back then, and she's arguably like still one of the best players on our team. Listen, in practice, she's on scout.
You play with them in practice too?
I try not to.
She tries not to, but when she does, Lord, you gotta watch out for Mo.
Yeah.
She's a little sneaky. She like, she comes down, gives her little shifty moves, and then we'll hit a shot in your face, but all casual. So it's like, it's not even like you're expecting it either. Just easy.
It's all about you.
Sorry, it's just easy.
It's all
But I'm just
about
letting you
you.
know,
No,
Mo,
yeah, it's
Mo
all
still
about
got
you.
it.
I love
Appreciate
it.
you.
And of course, Mo is not your only high caliber coach that you have.
Oh,
and,
no.
and she mentioned too the importance of impact off of the court as well. So, just coming into this program, your first year with these coaches, with the Canes, how has it been so far for you?
It's been great. It's honestly been great. Like I said, I've learned a lot. And this year I've been taking a slightly different role than I have in my previous schools and my previous years. Just being the only fifth year, I'm the oldest on the team. I feel like a grandma.
You are.
I am. I am an oldie. Like they're
Oldie
getting
but
on
goodie.
me. Like yeah, they're getting on me. I'm turning 23 in like 2 months, and they're like, "You're so old," and I'm like, "Okay, thanks for making me feel good." But no, it's honestly been good. I've been stepping into a new role, and I've just been trying to like get better and to find different ways that I can help get this program better. Because just the other day, like I was telling you, we were talking in her office, and she told me to leave this program better than you found it, and that's something that really stuck with me. Because I'm like, okay, now I need to figure out what ways can I make an impact this year on and off the court. How can I help my team, the younger girls on my team, transform into maybe leaders and leadership roles, and really just help them grow as a woman now. It's not even aside from basketball. So that's my kind of goal and what I've been trying to do for this year. But it's been good so far. I've seen a lot of growth within, everyone, I would say, like on and off the court. So I'm excited for this year.
And though it's your first season with the Canes, it's not the first time you've played on this court.
No, it's not.
In fact, last season, you were playing with Columbia on this very court at the Moscow.
Yeah.
Had your career high,
Yes.
25 points.
Yes.
Mo, what were y'all thinking when you were watching her ball out? Did you notice her and think, does she have an extra year? What were y'all thinking?
I wanted to make sure I told her, great game, as we were going through the line. And no, like we had no idea that Jaida was going to come back for a fifth year, honestly. But once we seen her name, we were like, oh my gosh, we have to get that kid, because she fit our style perfectly. She's exactly what we do on the floor. We play the full length of the floor, and she's going to do the intangibles. You can count on her to talk. You can count on her to hustle. You can count on her to rebound. You can count on her to play defense. You can count on her to hit a shot. You can count, like, there's nothing that she can't do, and she's played in those big moments her whole career. She was a go-to person at Columbia as well. Like, she was a unique player that, she did something completely different than anybody else could do on her team. And now she's on a team where she also still stands out because of her effort, her passion, her wisdom. And, like, we're trying to find a way to make her role blossom even more, because now we're plugging her in at the 1 through 4. Did you play a little 5 in the scrimmage?
A little 5,
like,
yeah.
So like we can use her in multiple ways, and we're thankful for it.
Well, Jaida, they say if you can't beat them, join them, and you just did both.
Did you guys beat us?
Mo.
I won't bring up any more about that game, but I had to include that.
They beat us.
No, I rubbed it in their face a little bit when I first got here, but I had to stop now because of Go Canes.
Well, we got Matt Cleveland on the men's basketball team now, FSU to Miami, and hit the game winner, and so now we have you with Columbia, now transferring to Miami.
Yeah.
I gotta ask you though, you go to Duke, you go to Columbia, now you're at Miami. Yeah. Why Miami?
Well, we're talking about that game, and it was because of that tournament, I would say. I was on the sideline watching them play. I forgot who you guys were playing exactly. I don't remember that team, but we were scouting them as a team, and we were watching them, and I just saw the way that coach was interacting with the players, and I was like, wow, that's special, because, like, I'm big on family. I'm big on, like, a family environment, a loving atmosphere. And, like, it was so evident that she was that coach that would support you through thick and thin. It was so evident that she was a coach that got you on and off the court. And that's something that I look for in a program, 100%. So just literally from watching, I was like, yeah, this is special. So, like, when I was going into, like, the transfer portal and going into, like, that process, the recruitment process, I was like, in the back of my head, I was thinking about Miami. I was.
That's
like,
new
the
information.
truth comes out.
Yeah, I was. And I was like, and plus it's just perfect. It's like, it's Miami, you know? It's Miami. So after that, then I ended up getting recruited, thank God. Thank you, Mo. So then we started talking, building a rapport. On my visit is when I was like, okay, like, this is really where I need to be. We started calling each other family. My parents and Coach Mo, they were like, we're family. Like, on our visit.
Shout out to Derek.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah, so, like, just from that visit, like, I was like, yeah, this is, like, my extended family already. It feels natural. It feels right. And I know this place is somewhere I would get better at in all levels and all aspects of my life. And somewhere that I feel like I would be loved at. So I was like, why not? Miami is the place you have to be. Yeah.
Mo,
We love Jaida.
Was it the same for you too when you
Oh,
were
it was a match.
recruited?
It was a match from the very beginning. Because with Jaida, like, you can be honest and real. You don't have to sugarcoat anything. And we don't do that at Miami. We always say, if we can't be honest with you, we can't coach you. Because then your ceiling is a little bit lower, right? So your potential shrinks because we can't expand you. If you already think that you know it all, you probably shouldn't be coached. It's a blessing. And like I keep saying, like Jaida being here really plugs up so many holes for us.
So we talk about why Miami. Now I want to go a little further back for both of you. Why basketball? Why is basketball so special to you?
Me first?
I'm
Okay,
talking too
well,
much.
this is a funny story. This is going to be complete opposite of Mo, I'm sure. But when I was younger, I actually didn't want to play basketball. I was super girly. I liked my pink and my purses, and I wanted to be a cheerleader. And then, no, seriously. And as I was cheering for my brother, as a cheerleader, my mom was like, I ended up going over to my mom, and I was like, I don't want to cheer for them. They should be cheering for me. I don't know, sassy. I don't know. Just sassy. So I'm like, they should be cheering for me. So my mom left my brother's football game and went to go sign me up for basketball. And I was like, I don't know. They wear boys' shorts. I don't know. Ended up loving it. Fell in love with it. Then after that, the rest is kind of history. Started competing with my brother on the basketball court. He was a basketball player. My dad was super into sports. Basketball was one of his sports. And he became my trainer. And after that, like, me and basketball were locked in.
Mo, what about you?
Oh, complete opposite.
I knew it.
I
didn't hear
loved
this.
basketball from the very beginning. The only sport I loved. I played a little track as well, just
Okay.
to stay in shape for basketball, because those seasons were opposite. But my sister actually played before me. She was the MVP before me. She wore number 32. And so the reason why I wear 42 is because I wanted to be 10 times better than her. So she would kick my tail up and down the court for 15 years, 16 years, for a very, very long time, before she got a scholarship to go play basketball, also in Florida. But she didn't last long. She's now a registered nurse. She didn't have the same, love and once you get to college and you're a D1 athlete, it's completely different. You have to really love basketball because we're going to push you to the brink. And we'll find out in those 4 years whether you really do. But for me, yeah, I loved it from a very young age. And my sister was the person who introduced it to me. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Basketball has been something so special to the both of you.
Absolutely.
And now you're looking forward to do something so special this year.
Yeah.
Of course, coming off of a very special, historic season last year with Canes basketball. Love to see it. Got the 8 throwing up there for Elite 8. So incredible. So, Coach Mo, you got it there. I know you're already excited. What is the mindset heading into the season? Because last year was incredible. But it's a new season, and it's a little bit of a new team. You got some returners, of course, but it's a new team. So from the coach's perspective, what's your mindset heading into this year?
The mindset is just focus on Miami. The parts that we have, we want our parts to gel. We want our parts to mesh. We're not worried about any rankings. We're not worried about what we did last year because that was last year. This is a new year. So for us, we're still hungry. We had a little taste of it, so of course we want to get back to that. But for us, it's about trying to be 1% better in practice every day, and then hopefully that would translate to wins, right? And we're not worried about the result. We just want to make sure we're playing the game the right way, we're respecting the game, we're honoring it, we're doing the intangibles, focus on our details, and everything else will take care of itself. And hopefully, when we get to that point, we get a great, I don't want to say region, but it's like the region is very important when it comes to the NCAA. The route that you have to get to the championship is very important. So hopefully our seed is where it needs to be.
Right. Yeah. There we go. And Jaida, coming into this season, is this your last year of eligibility now?
This is.
Okay, final year,
Last one.
Final one.
No more.
You never know nowadays. You have to check. I know you're a grad transfer, but you never know. So final season.
Right. Give me another one.
Final season of college basketball. What are your thoughts?
Ooh.
This is tough. Honestly, I just want to leave the place better than I found it. Like, I want us to win, and I want to compete, and I really want us to do something very special this year, whatever that may look like. And I know that we have the capability to do it. Even though we have a small team, our roster's small, but it's mighty. I will say that. Yeah. My goal really, I'm not getting into personal goals really, but like my overall goals, I just really want us to like really show out this season, and I want us to win, and I want us to go far. I don't like to say exact details, exact goals.
Yeah.
I don't like putting that out there, but like,
yeah,
we're coming for it. We're coming for it all.
That.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like the process is like needs to be enjoyable. Like that journey on it with each other, and like whatever it is, that's what it is. Like, but that process of it needs to be together.
Right.
Tough,
Exactly.
Miami, like whatever that is, you know.
And we talk about it as if it's so far ahead, but this episode airs this Thursday, and this Thursday will be 2 weeks out from your first game.
I know.
It's exciting.
I was gonna say, how does that feel? Are we ready? Can we believe it's here? Are you like, finally it's here? What are your thoughts on it?
What do you think, Jada? Did it come fast?
It came fast, I would say. You know, but the only thing is though, so being at Columbia, we didn't work out during the summer. So we would just come in September, and then we would start workouts. So we didn't have any summer workouts really. So it feels like that because I'm now having summers. I feel like, dang, like I wish the games would just hurry up and start. But I think like I'm excited for it. Like we've been working all summer long, like, and we're ready. Like we're itching to get on the court. And we're getting a little taste of how it is to play with each other under the coaching staff and everything. With these little scrimmages that we've had. Yeah. But I'm ready for the game. I'm ready for it.
They're so sick of beating up on each other in practice.
Yes.
We need an opponent.
Right.
We need an opponent.
I love it. Well, wrapping up here, we have our vet, almost two vets, and our rookie.
Yes.
So from hearing both perspectives here, why should Cane fans come out to see women's basketball this season?
Ooh, that's a good question. Thank you. On next week's episode, to be continued. November 9th, find out why. No.
And cut.
No, honestly, like, because of people like Jada. Like, for me, it's always about the people who's on your journey with you. You want to come see what these girls are going to display. Their passion, their intensity, how fast we play, how hard we play. You're going to be impressed. And I would encourage you also, if you guys are watching, to come to a practice. So you can see the details that go into it. And when we get out there and it's chaotic, we truly have already been through that chaos. Like, that's how we practice. So you'll get to see the organized chaos in the game, but you get to watch us work through it if you guys can come to practice, and it'll all make sense. So I would encourage you guys to come to a practice if you guys can. Most of our practices are open. Just reach out to us, contact Margie Gill or Lonette Hall, and you can locate those names on Instagram or email.
There you go.
Yeah. I would for sure say the exact same thing as Mo, but I'll switch it up a little bit. I think, like, she touched on our passion is something that, like, is really exciting to watch. Like, well, Giles will make a three, and she'll do her little celebration dance, or we'll get an and one, and then everyone's flexing. Like, it's exciting, and you'll really see everyone's passion for the game, and everyone's really, like, love and drive to get better and really excel in the game. On the court. So I think it's really exciting to watch. Our team especially is really excited to watch our energy on defense, our energy on the offensive end. Like, we're a special team. And I think everyone should come watch us. It's going to be an exciting season.
November 9th. 11 a.m.
Yep.
Tune in.
On your lunch breaks.
Yep.
Come watch it.
Wasco. Be there.
Well, I was going to say bonus points if you said it's because I'm your in-game host. Because
I
will be there.
know. Well, listen, come check out Cam. She always has great energy, but guess what else she also has? Fashion, which Jada and I both love because we're from New York,
right,
of course.
Exactly.
Yes.
So when I didn't even know Cam, but I think I used to always say to you, like, even when I was a coach after games, I'd be like, "Oh, I like your jacket."
Yep.
We might have lost or something. It would just be like, or win, and I'd be like, "Oh, I love your blazer," or whatever it is.
No, since we were gassing up Cam,
Yeah.
the first time I saw you don't even know this. It was at FCA. I was there Wednesday, and I was like, wow, like, I really enjoyed, like, your sermon up there. I was like, this is great. Like, I went and I looked at your Instagram, stalked your Instagram. I'm like, this girl is really cool. Yeah. A couple weeks later, I meet you doing a little video shoot, and now we're here again.
That's so funny.
I'm like, it's meant to be. So,
we love
like,
you,
little
Cam.
did you know.
Aww,
Yeah.
I love y'all too.
Yeah.
We love you.
We love you,
I
Cam.
love my women's basketball fam, and Cane fans, you heard it. Be there, be square.
Be there.
November 9th, 11 a.m., Watsco. Any other further words?
If you don't come to watch us, come see Cam.
Right. Come for Cam.
It's a win-win situation.
Right.
But can I say one more thing?
Of course.
You guys came onto our bandwagon halfway through the season. Support us now.
Yeah.
Support us now. You will not be disappointed.
we have a lot to show you guys, and we've been working on a lot, and we're excited.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Yeah. So tell us what you need. Comment
Right.
if there's something that you need from us. We're willing
Right.
to do it. Whether it's post game, autographs, interviews,
We'll take some
photos,
pictures.
whatever it is that you guys need, campus work, whatever it is, we'll
Exactly.
figure it out. So
Some t-shirts, hopefully, maybe
yeah,
a couple.
free, maybe.
Right.
You're throwing out all the
Right.
offers.
Just
You're
tell
like,
them.
we
Figure
have
it
no
out.
authority, but we're gonna
No
throw it.
authority.
Right.
None of this is approved.
We have no say in this.
I love it. Well, I could not agree more on everything you guys just said. Super excited to have basketball season coming up. It is here. We're ready.
Yeah.
We're excited. And go Canes, am I
Yes,
right?
go Canes.
Absolutely. Go Canes. I
All
don't
about
know
you.
what
Love
camera
to see
we're
it.
looking at.
I don't know.
Jada, Mo, thanks so much for hopping on to Canes All
Yes.
Access. This was super fun. I feel like I learned a lot too.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank you,
having
Ken.
us. It's
Of
been
course,
great.
Appreciate it.
of course. Cane fans, you heard them. Come out November 9th, 11 a.m. Watsco. Be there, be square. We got a great season ahead of us, both with Canes All Access, but also with women's basketball. So stick around. This is Canes All Access. I'm Cameron Dobbs. And as always, till next time, go Canes.